Everybody, it's Invicta. It's time another Eden Run here, the Binding of Isaac Victor Repentance series. Happy Tuesday, Mosh Pit. Hope your Tuesdays are going off to a good start here. We're waiting for another video to cross 3,000 likes. So if you want to make that like streak goal happen that much sooner, I think we're only 10 away from this Invicta challenge, which includes the No Seas challenge baked into it. Then make sure you click that like button, leave a comment down below. You all know the drill. But in case you don't, that's the best way to support your favorite creators here on YouTube, including myself. Here's your picture of the day submitted here by, I'm going to say, Kali Beckham. Maybe Kaylee Beckham. It's probably Kaylee Beckham. Title throw was content, and I'm pretty sure they meant content, or like I probably just read it wrong. It says content, but I think they meant content, so I'm gonna say content. They said, just moved into my first apartment with my long-distance boyfriend of 2 years. Graduated college, started my job on Monday. Watching Invicta, coloring Pokemon, drinking espresso, etc., etc. In short, life is good. Love you, Mosh Pit. Hey, thank you very much, Kaylee or Kali, or I'm going to say Kaylee Beckham. Thank you very much. Let me know how to pronounce your name just so I can get it from now on. I'm pretty sure it's Kaylee. I'm 99% sure it's Kaylee. That's awesome. I really love those kind of like good vibes and awesome pictures. And you know that feeling that when you're just satisfied. I definitely feel you on that. So thank you very much. And congrats to you and your long distance boyfriend as well. First apartment. 3 Echo 1 November Delta Tango Golf Papa. We've got, oh my gosh. Well, we've got an empty vessel. That's good. And that's it. We have 1.04 movement speed, 1.93 tiers, 2.93 damage. Oh boy. Now, a smart person would make sure that these creep mobs are down to 1 hit and then wait for the empty vessel shield to kick off, which should be in 13 seconds. And then kill and then get out of this room so we don't get charged for a soul heart, because let me tell you something, brother. Let me tell you something, sister. We're going to need all the HP that we can on this run with these starts here. To start off with anyway. There's the shield. Yeah, we'll take Locust Conquest. So that way we don't get charged for leaving the cursed room. But already we're in kind of like fight and flight mode here, if you know what I mean. Very happy to see. I mean, Deadeye's great. Deadeye, don't get me wrong, it's an S tier item, one of my favorite tier effects ever added into the game, giving us a stacking damage buff that is going to basically, it will scale up every single time you hit an enemy target up to a certain point, and it is a very, very, very useful tier effect. However, it is kind of built into the effectiveness of your tiers and fire rate, which I don't know if you noticed or not, we don't have any of right now. And of course, we also have, you saw our tiers kind of turn red there. That's Deadeye. We also have telepathy for we also have the telekinesis, which is going to keep things that are like projectiles and that sort of stuff away from us in I would say probably the most reliable shield area that exists in the game in terms of like, when we have Ring of Protection or Circle Protection, you know how like I don't really like it all that much. Same thing goes for like Dad's Ring, the sort of protection items. Telekinesis usually protects you where it says it's going to. The only exception here, as you saw against Monstro, is that even though it's a huge shield that goes around Isaac, it doesn't go over Isaac. It doesn't protect him from being shot from above. And for some odd reason, tier height is still in this game and still is a thing. Don't ask me why. We are able to get an HP upgrade here. I would love to go back and get, if we can, get that tinted rock, or at least a couple cents, because we are going to need it. I'm really hoping there's not a mini boss over here. There probably is. Oh, there's not. Okay. There is another tinted rock, which again we can't do anything about. We're just gonna have to head on down. Yeah, this is gonna be a little rough. I'm gonna look for a crawl space here just real quick. There's not one. That's okay. So yeah, we're gonna need a little bit of assistance here. We gotta do this for Kaylee. Curse of Lost. We're going to last week's question of the episode, which came from the I Can't episode, which obviously was the follow-up to what I said was the worst run ever, question mark. And this one was submitted here by Deadeye Bobby, who said, question of the episode, what is your favorite boss cheese mechanic? Excuse me a second. I've got to be in my, yep. What's your favorite cheese mechanic here? against bosses. Mine is throwing bombs into Bighorn's mouth when he shoots the dark matter balls to stun him, make him take extra damage. Yeah, I mean, that one's fun. I think the classic one in terms of like cheese is probably going to be the Chub one. Same thing goes, and when I talk about Chub, I mean like it also like kind of encompasses it encompasses Chad, encompasses Carrion Queen, those kind of bosses, just because it is very easy to keep them stabilized and stop them from charging you, which allows you to kind of open up and just tee off on them. Other cheese mechanics out there, I mean, like the Bighorn one, I don't ever really use. There's, of course, you also have the Baby Plum one, which everyone always dies to tell me about. Baby Plum, you can just simply not attack her, and then she would drop the plum flute. Yeah, the flum flute. The plum flute, if you just don't simply attack her, just let her do her thing, and then just leaves. That's if you have like no other option, but in my opinion, it's always worth killing Baby Plum. A, because she's really annoying, and B, you're probably going to need the stat upgrades rather than like the plum flute, which is a decent item, but I would rather have any basic stat than take the plum flute. That's the reason why I don't do that. Of course, you also have the Bumbino one, where if you just let him pick up all the money in the room, he will eventually just leave and give you a judgment item, I believe, or a wooden item. It's something like that. And yeah, there's lots of really cool and secret cheese strategies that you can do with them. I don't know if I'd call them cheese though, because like it's definitely strategical. So I'm not sure if Deadeye Bobby meant a different word there, but yeah, I think that my favorite is the classic, just bomb Chub, bomb Carrion Queen right in the mouth, and then obviously just open up on him. So I am a little bit tired today again, and I have an update on the bed. If you recall yesterday, I was a little apprehensive about sleeping in the new bed, and turns out that I was absolutely right to be apprehensive, because it was not good. Yeah, it was a rough night, to say the least. I got maybe 2 hours of sleep last night. So I've already, and before you say anything, I've already gone back to my old bed for now. Just because like I legitimately just cannot sleep on that bed. My back, my shoulder, my everything was just aching. It's just not going to happen. So yeah, the new bed didn't work out. I'll get a key here so we go into the item room. We're going to need some help here. Also have that 3 room. Man, this gives us 5 cents, I guess, but it's not going to help us out very much. The 3 room is a global D20, so anything that exists on the ground right now, we can re-roll. But there was only 1 trinket. Well, I guess technically two trinkets now. I'm going to use this bomb to use it and hope that we get... Well, I was hoping for a little bit more money. And then what we can do is we can re-roll the floor and see what those coins turn into. Now, I know that we had a trinket up here with, not Dark Prince's Crown, but with the other one, the Devil's Crown. So let's see what that turned into. That penny turned into a charge key. This turned into a Joker card. Okay, so let's go see what those coins turn into. And turn to a Temperance Machine. Well, I mean, at the very least, we can go down to the empty vessel state here, which will allow us to fly, which is definitely much needed and appreciated for rooms like this. Also, of course, we get back that the empty vessel shield, so I'm happy about that. I have no idea where our store is. We can get this charge key here because we definitely need some keys. Oh, another key over here. Look at that. Am I going insane? Did we not see a store on this floor at all? Or have I just not been everywhere? Now I'm like... Now I just gotta know. Okay, item room. Dice room. Okay, got it. Nothing. First room. I didn't go down here, did I? I did go down there. Then it's got to be on this side. Super Secret might be there. I'm not sure. This is an Empress card. I'm just going to use now because we're leaving with the Joker card. I mean, I could have used it against the boss, but... Oh, no. Why? Why, Placenta? Why have you forsaken us? Well, at least we have that the Temperance machine over there. Nun's Habit is not terrible. If we end up getting an active item that's going to help us, I am going to use a bomb here just to get 5 more cents. Two Hearts does nothing for us. But we're going to be able to get Nun's Habit regardless, and also this Joker card, because I'm going to go back and use the Temperance machine to gain flying. And then we can just use the 2 Hearts here just to get a little bit of extra money from the Temperance machine. But this is a crawl, brother. I mean, 8 minutes and 45 seconds. We are on floor 2. I mean, it is 11 minutes and 14 seconds into this video, and we are on floor 2. Yeah, we are not off to a great start on this one. Obviously, everybody really enjoyed the Alex thumbnail from the really bad episodes, the I Can't. Obviously, the possible worst run in the world. And you know, those HR Geiger themed thumbnails, I'm really glad that Alex has really taken a liking to them and just, you know, and just fully embraced it, because it's not something that he's used to. And by the way, I should mention before I forget, go subscribe. Alex has a YouTube channel. He posts a lot of the art in a speed art form for YouTube Shorts, and go follow him. Go subscribe to him. It's Agramonopolis, and you'll see him. He'll probably say something in the comments. Just go subscribe to him. Yeah, he posts. If you ever wanted to see the creation of this Invicta art and thumbnails, he does it. Sometimes he also streams on Twitch, but it's good stuff. It really is really cool to see him work, and just shows you the level of talent that he has. And I don't have a fraction of the amount of talent that Alex does in his little toe. So let alone be able to give you something interesting to watch from an art style on my end anyway. All right, 10 minutes here. We're fighting Dangle. By fighting Dangle, I mean just tanking all of his shots right in the face for now, just because, well, we have no other choice. Nun's Habit, by the way, is going to give us a charge on our spacebar item whenever we take damage. I'll do that. All right, so we gotta hope that this Devil Deal is something special here. This is the second cycle of Empty Vessel Shield, just means we've been in here for at least a minute. Or no, minute and 20 seconds. All right, we get a Tears upgrade. Thank God for that. And I will happily take Sack Dagger. Happily. It's not going to help us stats wise, but it is damage. Yeah, I wasn't impressed with the bed that I got. It's essentially a very fancy air mattress, and the current mattress I have is a Tempur-Pedic, and that one was started getting like all memory foam mattresses. They get lumps after a while, and of course I'm usually sleeping by myself, so we have no bond for the Tender Rock, by the way. You know, there's no need. Like, I always just sleep in the same spot. Like, there's no real big deal. But if someone else was asleep in the bed, obviously it's a big deal, because there's a big lump. Like there's kind of like a hole in the mattress almost. Like yeah, we'll take a little Steven. At this point, we need any damage. So I decided to get a new bed, and it was the first time I've bought a new bed that wasn't like a memory foam mattress. Like, I'm used to memory foam. I'm just gonna rip it now. Get Maw of the Void. Now we're talking. This doesn't give us damage, but again, much like Sack Dagger, it gives us an alternate method of attacking, and that's what we really need right now. And the fundamental problem, I knew from the get-go. Like, I tried it, and I was like, man, as soon as I laid in bed, it was too bouncy. Like, I wasn't stable. My back, like, instantly started hurting. And I'm like, all right, I got to give it a little bit of an adjustment period, right? But it was very, very evident from the get-go, very quickly, that this was not going to work for me. And what I will say is that I found the inherent issue with anything of any type of air mattress, and that is that, for me anyway, it didn't feel like it was stable. Like it's almost like sleeping on a waterbed, but not quite. You know, whenever you're sleeping on a mattress like this, the air pockets have to go somewhere. So regardless of where you're sleeping, your body's always going to kind of be uneven. Even in the most like microscopic way, it's still uneven. It's not firm. You're not laying on a flat surface that is totally flat and sturdy. And I don't really like my mattresses all that soft, but I also don't like them super firm either. Like somewhere right in the middle is good enough for me. And you know, it's kind of like, well, I messed with the settings so much on this bed. And you can adjust just like any of the fancy mattresses. You can adjust the firmness and softness and stuff. And like every setting, I was like, okay, like it feels better in some areas, but other areas it just doesn't. And it's like if you have too much weight or too much pressure that you're pushing down with on your lower torso, that unevenness, that sort of pocket of air that's being displaced now goes up to your upper torso. I won the bombs actually, but that's okay. And you know, and you're always kind of like on a bubble, so it wasn't gonna work for me. Thankfully, I have like a 100-night trial, or I don't remember the length of it, but yeah, the hunt is going to continue. But we got to focus on this run here because, yes, we have Maw of the Void and Deadeye and Sack Dagger. That's great. I love that for us. Really, really do. The problem is that with both Maw of the Void and Sack Dagger, they are both 2 close quarter combat items. And we do not have the damage necessary to really take advantage of their shutdown power. We need the counterfeit penny. I mean, hot bombs or whatever. So, and on top of that, our mobility is very limited. I mean, it's great that we have flying. Again, I love that for us. But we have to be very cautious with our positioning. Finding the store here is absolutely imperative, because if there's a greed fight, we need to get Steam Sale or the Quarter or something like that. If there's a Soul Heart in there, it's, you know, we're looking, everything's on the table right now. There's a much needed Tears and shot speed upgrade in there. Mostly Tears is what we want. But we have no key, so... Now, one thing that we can do is we can leverage the amount of damage ups that we're getting with Deadeye and turn that into Maw of the Void attacking damage. And that's what I'm trying to do here without shooting too incessantly. I'm not going to go to the store right now because let's get the guaranteed stat that we need right now, which is Tears. Second thing on the chopping block is going to be on the must-have stat block is going to be obviously damage, because our damage is just dookie. Well, we found another Guppy item here. As much as I would love to keep Guppy's head, I honestly think that telekinesis is going to benefit us better here, just for the simple fact that it keeps us safe in rooms like the one we just had. And again, given the mobility talk here, we just simply do not have the right movement speed to stay safe. Yeah, this is not a curse room that I want. But at least we did get a key, so we're going to be able to go in the shop here. I'm just going to go finish off the floor because you never know. And even if we get Guppy, that's another thing too. It's not really going to help us all that much right now. Given our DPS, it's not there yet. But obviously I'm going to take Guppy if we get it. I mean, especially if we get 9 lives. Something like that would be huge. Super Secret might be here. No. Thankfully, largely in part to the counterfeit penny, at least we are having good luck with our economy. And this is allowing us to sort of build this, get this sort of, get the engine parts flowing here that we need. The glowing hourglass is actually technically better than telekinesis. I do like telekinesis, but why mess with telekinesis when we can just simply undo the damage that we take, period. And then on top of that, the glowing hourglass, once it runs out of charges, it will obviously just allow you to just have the hourglass, which is still a good item. If I was doing a better job, I would have at least waited until I saw what our empty vessel shield was going to be. That's what a good player would have done. Okay, so it was on 20, so. We get Pageant Boy. Thankfully, we have the counterfeit penny. That's going to help us out a little bit, but. And a Krampus fight. Right. Bacol is excellent. Thank you, Krampus. See if we get that third guppy item. I know I've been a little sappy lately with my appreciation for the mosh pit and all you guys and gals out there, but it still is just awesome to it's awesome to have people understand, speaking about last week's runs in particular, when we have bad times, people are like, dude, it's cool, man, it's cool. We all get bad runs. I'm paraphrasing here, of course, but I've had a lot of people come out of the woodwork to support. They're like, some people do get genuinely concerned about my mental well-being whenever we get bad runs. I promise you, it doesn't have any effect on my mental well-being. It's a video game, and it's fun. It's fun to play mad and get like a little uppity about it, a little bit more animated. And yeah, I do get genuinely annoyed at Isaac whenever it has one of its moods, but it doesn't like affect like how I live or operate outside of the streaming and YouTuber world. So, but I thank everyone for the concern. But I promise you don't have to worry about that. Honestly, like the biggest thing whenever we get runs like that, and kind of like this one, is that like it makes it very difficult to make entertaining for people. Especially when we get a bunch of a bunch of runs in a row, that are just dreadful, just really bad. That's when I'm like, all right, game, come on, like, help me out a little bit here. Let's give the people something to cheer about, because I can only the strength of my commentary and personality can only go so much. I probably could have undid that damage, but I'm expecting something more. Hoping that we get some more movement speed here. Damage is the name of the game right now. We need to get some damage. I'm not tolerating a hit in here. Lots of bombs for some reason. Would have been nice to have it. It would have been nice to have it on that first floor. Super Secret might be here. I'd be surprised. Is there? And we get an HP upgrade, which I'm not going to take until... Well, I guess we can take it now. Blue map is fine by me. It at least allows us to see where the secret rooms are. And let's go ahead and let's bomb this keeper, just so we have a little bit of extra chance for the double deal. Not that we have a lot of HP to spend. We need to make something happen here. But there are some people who watch for the enjoyment and the fun. There are some people who like to watch for the misery and come on, man. Like, I know our movement speed's bad, but it's regular gait. We shouldn't be taking any damage here, no matter how bad our movement speed is. I know that some people like to watch the misery. I know that some people like to watch just to troll or hate watch and stuff, and that's cool. I appreciate everybody who watches these videos, whether you like me or not. And there's nothing you can do about it. I'm always going to appreciate that. You ain't got a choice in the matter. You may hate my guts, and hey, you know what? Thank you. Thank you for watching this video. You may not like the video. You may not leave a comment, but I appreciate your view. Really, truly, I do. What I'm not appreciating is the lack of stats here. The only stats that we've been getting are ones that we got out of the golden chests. So, you know, we have to make like a tree and give us some stats here, game. We'll drop a bomb just because we have plenty of them. The location of the super secret room tells me that we're looking like... The location of the super secret room is looking like we're going to be going north. The location of the super secret room is looking like we're going to be most likely going north. No, I'm not even gonna comment. Apology not accepted, game. Give me damage. Give me damage over 9 lives. Yeah, I said it. We need to get stats here. Be careful, it is Black Hollow here. They do spout a lot of bombs when they die. And there's the southwestern portion of the map. All right. All right. So now we don't have to worry about Empty Vessel being active because we have Guppy and we can fly, which is good. But you know, like the wooden spoon or at least the compass or something would be helpful here. Intent, cough, cough, judgment. Hoping that we get another heart. We can fill up these 2 bone hearts because we could use those for devil deals. Yeah, when I said heart, I meant like a full heart. People were super excited about the prospect of me doing a collab with the Game Grumps. That would be cool, but I have absolutely no personal connection with them. I mean, I'm friends through 6 degrees of separation. I have a very, very close connection with them, but in terms of like direct connection, no, I don't know Danny or Aaron. It'd be cool too, though. But yeah, through friends, I can say that I know them, but just me on my own, being me as Sinvicta, no, I do not know them. Black Soul Heart over here. The Ace of Clubs. At least what I will say is at the very least we are getting we're getting HP and we're maintaining HP, which is good. This Depths 2, we might as well put donation machine stuff back, even though there's really no point to. Donation machine looking very, very healthy. Yeah, that would be cool. Some people said that it'd be neat for me to collab with NSP. I wish I lived in a world where I can just like I could phone up Danny and be like, "Hey Dan, hey, you want to collab on a song, dude?" He's like, "Yo, yeah, sure, dude. That'd be great." And we just do it. That would be awesome. But unfortunately, I don't think that's ever going to happen. Although I say that, and I felt the same way about ever collabing with Ryan, and then look at us now. We should get rid of our red hearts just so we can get the empty vessel state back for the shield and sack dagger, but unfortunately, thanks to placenta, it's going to regenerate no matter what. But if you're wondering where I connect with the Grumps on the 6 degrees of separation of Sinvicta, It's through Jesse and Michelle. They did a guest grumps with them many years ago. I think Dan was. It may have been his first year as a replacement grump. I could be wrong though. My knowledge of the Game Grumps lore does not go very far. But yeah, through Jesse Cox and Michelle Morrow, those are two of my friends, and they were on guest grumps many years ago. That's the one degree of separation I share with the grumps. But you really can connect me to lots of different YouTubers through the people that I know, mostly through TB and Husky and Roe especially. You can connect me. You can connect me to basically almost anyone through Roe. Yeah. Because Roe obviously was in Mr. Beast videos, and then Jimmy does his thing. So, if I'm somewhat connected to him, then yeah, I'm connected to pretty much everyone on the platform by a degree of at least 2. Let's see who are the common ones. Markiplier, I'm connected by 1. It's Roe. Ludwig, I'm connected by 1. He actually, I never got confirmation whether it was him or not who bought the pack, but I sold a buddy of mine, Island Grown, a pack of EX Deoxys, and it was said but not said that Ludwig was the one who was buying it. So, but I've never spoken to Ludwig, but of course, if you want a more direct degree of separation, it's still 1 through Ryan. Ryan, of course, is also connected to a lot of the big names out there. Yeah, it's pretty much, you can pretty much connect me to through anybody. Now, obviously, I'm not the Kevin Bacon of YouTube. That'd be nice, but I'm happy with where I am. I wouldn't want to be uber popular or super well known, just because it's not me. I'm happy being like in my own little mosh pit down here. I think that if there comes a certain time where you get so popular that like you can no longer you lose that I don't want to say intimateness in the wrong way. That's not even a word. Intimacy is what I meant. Look, my brain is ultra tired right now. You lose that intimacy of having like a closer knit group of people that you can talk to and relate to versus like a chat that's just blowing up with a ton of memes and references all over again. I will say, like, there are some days where I feel like I've gotten dumber over the years. And I don't know if that's just me getting older or it's just that this job has made me stupid. Like instead of saying intimacy, I said what? I didn't even know what I said. Like intimateness. What? You know, like I've forgotten like lots of like different equations that I used to know, which are like, you know, obviously they're not super useful these days, but I can't believe we're gonna go another run without any movement speed. There are times when like I would say something that I know for sure is the answer. I'm like, yeah, this is the answer to this question or this problem. And then still second guess myself out of it because I'm like, well, is it really? And it's hard to bring it up on the internet because it's like everyone's just going to fact check you no matter what. And then it's like, well, I don't want to be wrong. So, you know, it's like, am I right about this? That sort of thing. You know what I mean? Like the little creeping doubt every now and then. I've noticed that there are times when like my typing is really inaccurate, and I used to be a great typer. Like I used to type very, very fast. I used to type flawlessly. Finally, movement speed upgrade. And there are just times now where I'm just like, what did I even spell? Or like I'll frequently find myself using the wrong here. Like instead of like, hey, did you hear about this? I'll type HERE, which is incredibly wrong. And I don't know, like I've been noticing it lately. And I don't know if it's a product of just getting older or what, but it's kind of terrifying in a way. Like, I've never been the smartest person, but I'm also not an idiot either. Like, you know, I know the difference between here and here, and your, that sort of thing. And I don't know. Sometimes I feel like being a YouTuber has made me dumber. Maybe that's the reason why most Twitch streamers can't read common names, which I do dunk on quite a bit. Just making fun of them. If there is one thing I love to do is make fun of streamers. I frequently get complimented on people saying like, I can't believe you said my name correct the first time, and it's like their name is something like, it's like Phoenix, Arizona, Tucson, or something like that, you know. And they're like, how did you read that? You're the first streamer to ever pronounce my name correctly. I'm like, I just read your name. I don't think people can read anymore. Reverse stars card. This gives up Deadeye, which no. We're just not getting. I mean, I know there's spiders in that other one, but we're not going to open it. I feel like when you get past a certain age, it's probably possible for your brain to just start replacing stuff that you used to know with things that now you do know in the short term, but the long term stuff just goes away. Yeah, we can play this. Maybe we'll get lucky. Taking all this damage this entire time without remembering that we have the glowing hourglass. Okay, yeah, I'm done seeing Curse the Tower. Thank you. Like, I wonder how much of my brain has been reserved now for Isaac knowledge and stuff. I mean, I'm not trying to get existential on you. It's just like, it's crazy sometimes. Like the things that that I used to know, I'm just like, well, is this true? You know, like I used to know like a really easy formula for remembering what, like a very easy conversion formula for Celsius to Fahrenheit or vice versa. And it's not accurate, like down to the decimal, but it'll get you in the remote area. And I'm pretty sure it used to be, it was like 17 times 2, or it was take the Celsius reading, like degree, whatever it is, times that by 2 and then add 5. So like 7 degrees Celsius is 19 degrees, or no, what? No, that can't be right. See, now look, now I've lost it again. The times 2 or times 3 now? I don't know, dude. There was an easy way. Hang on. I have to see this now. Loose formula to convert C to F. Double and add 30. It's not 5. 30. That's what it is. Yeah, so you multiply the Celsius by 2 and then add 30. That's what the Fahrenheit conversion is. That's the one that I didn't remember. Now I remember. Yeah, so 7 degrees Celsius would be 44 Fahrenheit. That makes a lot more sense than 19 Fahrenheit. 19 Fahrenheit is something that I've experienced all the way down here, and it sucks. Started off on the wrong side for Sack Dagger. Thanks to Deadeye, we're at least able to power through this phase without taking any damage. Now, the reason why I have the Stars card is because I'm saving it for teleporting in the chest to hopefully go straight to Blue Baby, but most likely it will just take us right back to the chest room. No, Delirium's not happening. Hey, Dad, what's your favorite Sinvicta moment? Oh, man, I really love the episode where he stops mid-episode to look up the currency conversion formula for Celsius to Fahrenheit. Oh, no. Well, if the Stars card did help us out, I'm real happy because Ipecac was probably not a good idea, but I just wanted to pick something up. I mean, we have 90 damage right now with Deadeye. Our flies are going to be doing buku damage. To inside the super secret room here. But a very, I would say a very, yeah, there we go. Shout out to the Stars card. A very uneventful and it's just a very standard semi-crawl. This wasn't a full crawl because obviously we ended up getting a little strong at the end here, but it took us all the way to the chest to get here. So I predict that this is going to be a 6, maybe a 5. No, it's going to be a 5. There's no way that this episode gets above a 5 here. Had we had Maw of the Void and Ipecac Deadeye from the start, plus Guppy, whoo doggy, we'd be talking many more runs for the victory, or at least rooms anyway for the victory lap. But yeah, thank you for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you click the like buttons. Like I said at the top of the episode here, it's the easiest way to show your support for your favorite content creators here on YouTube, including myself. Leaving a comment, clicking the like button, those two are the easy ways. Of course, if you also want to share stuff, you can also clip things. We have a, I'm still working with trying to find a new editor for the TikToks and for the YouTube shorts. And they're taking the clips that people are taking from episodes and then turning those and trying to work them into, you know, fun, entertaining TikToks and shorts. So definitely keep doing that. Thank you all very much for all the support. Happy Tuesday. And as always, I'll see you all next time. Until then, so long, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. I'd like to thank some patrons of mine like Nicholas, Wyatt Sipes, and Mr. Meatfoot. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of an Isaac episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find at patreon.com/Sinvicta.